time to get regular sevagoth, but first, maybe Hako or Zaku. Zaku. I think this is even faster. I don't believe I have missed this warframe. Ain't no way. So Nero. Nero, there we go. There we go. What is this mission set? Let's keep dialogue. This is the corpus research. In which way am I supposed to assist him? Anyway. It's like only 3 stages. Should be fast. Maybe I should have played Misa. Not sure. I mean, Titania fast enough. Should be fine. And my crew member will just destroy everything. Which is kind of decent. Good thing that our crew member has perfect eyesight.
Oh, I killed someone.
Let's pray that we are gonna get the near optics of the Zaku, so we are never gonna return there again. Ah yeah, skip. Motherlands. What a beauty. I've destroyed. Eh? Yeah, weird placement of the marker. I wish there would be a way you could destroy the hive before it's just gonna be covered. If I destroy the spots, does that count? I think that should count. Yeah, nice. I'm a bit faster. Alright, can't see those. Can't see. Otherwise, absolutely would kill any bot. I need to find a better angle. Ah, they're like mushrooms. Again? The same location? Bro, fuck off. Where should I go? This marker is hella confusing. Seems like this is absolutely the same location. Let's stay away. So we are gonna get a better view. Okay, I think that works. Not bad. And this is the last one. Nice. Let's keep the Lloyd, or whoever it was. Lloyd? Yeah, it was Lloyd. Oh, nice. Plus one I am. Ah, yeah. Next, defend the area. Defend the area, they're saying. Control level about 25%. It's not even that high. Okay, where are the boys? Because I see someone on the map, but like no one's trying to slap my ass. That's weird. 1 minute, 1 minute. Not bad. Not that bad. A short mission of a kind. It's kinda chill when you're doing it alone. So they are not really spawning. Yeah, great quantity. Plus it's not a steel path. I wonder if I should do it in a steel path. No. You cannot farm the near optic in the steel path. Sucks. Okay, let's return to the necrolisk. It's done. Pretty much. Weapon wounds. Whatever. And I am. God freaking damn it. I mean, not the worst, I guess. Better than the mod. Do I have a greater option? Chassis, systems, and nothing. Okay. We don't really have a choice, but like, I mean, yeah, the set is kinda easy, so not a big deal. Alright, skipped. I guess I was a little bit too fast. Was this hive destroyed? Oh, not the shit again. How do I get there? The worst thing about the hive destruction is that you have zero idea how to get into the cave, for the most part. Zero idea how to get out, zero idea how to get in. That's it? Yeah, not the worst. I guess now I need to go out. Let's see. And where's like the other? That was only one pod? Okay. Acceptable. Man, if only I would know how to reproduce this bug that allows you to kill the hive before. So I'm gonna enter this this invulnerability stage. I did it once or a few times as a melee weapon and have zero idea how to reproduce it. And that was fun. And no. Assist corpus researcher. Easy. That's the task for my crew member. Since it knows better where the opponents are. It's kinda hard to notice the opponents when you are playing regular warframe. Dude, this map is just covered in loot. Just imagine use your limbo over there. Imagine the possibilities. Yeah. Alright. So they're also hiding on the roof. Roof. No juice? Oh my god. Give samples. I gotta give it manually. Normal. Yo, holy freak. The drone is interacting with my pixies. Interesting. This is funny. Right, -1 task. -1. Need some energy. Nice. Bronze mod. Almost what I wanted to get. Defend area. Well, defending this area is not gonna be a problem, but I do need a bit of energy as well. We have 14 seconds until the mission is gonna be failed if we are gonna leave the area, so let's keep that in mind. So next time we're gonna be TPing to the Nexus so we can do it a little bit earlier. Right. 30 more seconds and we're free. I'm pretty sure if I will turn to my final form like that, my pixies should finish them as easily as that. No? If only I would see them. I have 6 summons, and yet I cannot see a single one. This is weird. Oh shit. It's actual time. I am. And Zako Nero, please. Yes, thanks. Next. Next is probably systems. Equipment, inventory. So I do have chassis. Yeah, I need only systems. Nice. This mission consists of. Has your idea how many? Yeah, how many missions? We'll find out. Right, so surprise me. Find the Greener squad for missions. Unlucky. Double the Greener kill count. Where's the kill count? I mean, it's gonna be easy either way. Can I see a single opponent? I don't know. Guess I'm shooting somewhere. I'm trying to find myself an opponent, but I'm having a bad luck. Things are just exploding. I guess other flies can also kill the things if I will see them being on my side. Focus defense. Not the best mod to get. Okay, what's this approach? What? What rocks? What the hell? It's an NPC? Samples? Man, not again. Missions are not that unique, huh? Oh, +2. This open area I like a little bit more. Can kinda collect the samples fast. Oh, that was not it. Need one more. One more. Net this. Link established. Link established. Yes, we have nothing to do. Theoretically, if there's like 4 missions, I should probably have a better chance to get a Zaku, no? Hard to say. Maybe drop right off Zaku in the first few missions. It's non-existent, pretty much. Alright, control an area. Mission it is, isn't it? Wait, what? Bruh. Why are you hiding? Hello there, Ner. Hello there. I thought you are usually asleep at this hour. Anyway. Where are those little fuckers? Are they spawning on the roof? Dude, what's a freaking spawn location? Oh, anyway, control level doesn't go down, no? Ah, freak, it is. I do believe I I have played the same type of missions, but opponents didn't spawn and I just lost. Because I couldn't keep the control level, since it requires you to kill freaking enemies. But they didn't spawn. Ah, love this. Bugs are everywhere. Ah, yeah. Find and destroy tumors. Right. Any problems? Attack the tumor. Okay. I see it's not that easy, huh? Ah, there it is. You need to find a tumor somewhere. Ain't that easy. Ain't that easy. Or, honestly, right now it feels a little bit easier since they're covered in a fog. Somewhat. Bruh. What a weird location. Ah, corpus supply cache. What am I gonna lose that? I guess since it just exists. Ah, no luck this time. Okay, not the worst farm in the game, not the worst. I guess you can get the part of the warframe still in like a few tries. Bounties. Here we go again. Mother speaks. Let's shut her mouth. Extract samples. Extract samples. I do believe I need a protection because it's getting annoying. Ah, I need power cells in the first place. I can do this with the help of an archer, I believe. And if I will use my ability, that will prevent me from being staggered. That should be golden. Okay, kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Bruh. Can you, like, chill? Right, next. And that's it, yeah? I can't see a single one since then. Okay. Yeah. Need like 3 more. Where can I get it? I guess somewhere on the map. Yeah, GG. Madre lens. Not that bad, maybe. Next mission. Find a Grenadier squad. So, exterminate one. Double Grenadiers kill count. I do believe my squad mate shouldn't also be there yet. Should be a little bit easier to get those juicy kills. I don't know. I'm gonna bring this map time to time. Otherwise, like, has the idea where our opponents, they're dying faster than I can notice them. Ah, it is. Wait, that doesn't count? Yeah, that doesn't count. Fuck. If you kill the bot, that doesn't count. I don't like him. I gotta wait. As long as Grenier are not gonna score a single kill, I'm honestly fine. Should be somewhat the same effectiveness. Nice. Ah, yeah. Okay, I've got my target. Defend the area. It says. And yeah, that's it. Good thing that they cannot hurt me, since I'm not in an archfang, technically. So this whole area is not that toxic to deal with. Because usually it's like pretty cancer to fly over there. Hey, Brain. Right, control level. It's not gonna drop anytime soon. Nice. I wish my crewmate could be spawned for a longer duration. I do remember when they released this upgraded crew member. He could stay indefinitely, no? But after they saw how OP it was, man, they decided to nerf it so hard. Like, what do you mean on like 3 minutes? It's unfair. Also, as far as I noticed, damage from the crew member doesn't count towards the damage attenuation. So that's why crew members tend to kill bosses in no time compared to the player. Okay, what's next? Find and destroy the tumors. Easy. What do we have there? Show me a direction. There it is. There's one. Somewhere in that direction should be a second. And let me see. Next direction, somewhere over there. Oh, close. Not bad, not bad. That was the last mission, yeah? Yeah, Rick. Aya, and please, Zaku. Please. Fuck. I don't like him. Can you buy Zaku from a trader by any chance? Somewhere over there. Would be nice, but I don't remember. I really don't remember a single trader over there that would sell you parts of the warframes. How's the game going? Bro, decently. So far I got only one part with Zaku, and the second part is left to get. I hope I'm gonna get this systems this time. Breen, are you bot by any chance? Clear all hostile, so another AFK mission. Oh, fucking hell, man. I hate bots, man. It's just insane. Chat. Where's this fucker? Get the fuck out. I wish instead of showing us some more ads, which would do something towards the bots. It's insane how many bots there are. Literally. Alright, so keep control level. Grind is freaking going on. Man, this is the scariest part of the warframe when you are done with the story. You're just left with whatever activity you want to do. And when you're gonna grind those warframes you wanted to, what are you gonna be left with? It's the scariest part. Because after you are done entertaining yourself, the game just cannot do any fun for you. And this is literally the scariest part. Especially considering that we've got to that point where we're doing the omega amount of damage. So there's no single real challenge for us. Samples. I do see something over there. Dude, map is my best friend. Like, I literally, I'm kind of blind if I'm looking at the screen. The only thing that helps me, it's my map. I see a red triangle, I'm going to a red triangle. It's so hard to notice opponents. Right. Okay, that's it. Starlink established, man. Sending information to the Elon. Okay, let's go back and forth between the Nora menu. Plus one eye, dude, drop rate. IS drop rate is kinda decent there, no? Overall, on the Deimos missions. Unexpected them. I mean, I never really did them, so yeah, that's kinda new for me. That I'm pretty much getting one eye per mission set. So where are the counter? So what happened to my crew member? Is it still there? Or did it disappear? Ah, it's still there. Nice, nice. Sometimes you need to stay on the ground for your crew member to appear. So that kind of just teleports to you. Usually. Yo, I think my crew member just fucked up. The pots over there because like it killed everything with splash damage. $1.5 million. Not bad. Okay, what happened to the music? Freaking YouTube just randomly decides to stop it. I love it. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, nice. Do I even need to do last objective? I mean I can, why not? So there are two in this location. Somewhere there, I think, might be on top. Ah, indeed. And next one, somewhere in that direction. Ah, yeah, and the corpus cache. Oh, corpus cache with nothing inside. Plus a new mod. Life is beautiful. Narrow barrel, what is this mod even? Okay, so narrow barrel, shotgun, accuracy. I do believe I do already have this one. Oh no, I need one more on this shit. And why does it show me that I have two of them? What? No way. I got another one in bonus. Seems like. Dude, prick. I need to do one more mission for this resource. Oh shit. No, not that one, not that one. Let me see if I can get it from somewhere. Maybe else. Seems like I cannot. Yeah, never ever. Only from this mission. The first one. Let's pray. I knew the game is not gonna allow me to be done just that easily. Would be too unfair. Three missions. Excavator. Fuck. An AFK mission. So, Dix completed one. At least only one. Oh, Piggy. What an unexpected place for it to appear. Next one. Okay. There's one. I need a few more. Few more cells here. One more to be exact. Give me one. And yeah, let's just wait. At this point, my summons are gonna be just destroying everything. If they're not gonna bug. Let's collect some bomb while we are there. It's usually no one does it, and sometimes you need it. All excavators must survive. Yeah, I think it's hard to fail this task. Find the Grenier squad. Before we do that, no. Just stay there. Place our crew member. And be done. I tried to collect some bomb. Yeah, so let's do that. While our crew members are gonna be busy on the other side. That's it. Well, I expected to get a little bit more. Oh my god, that was too fast. Okay, let's follow me. Again. I'm not gonna be leaving this place anyway, so yeah. You may follow me. Fish! Isn't that fish? We need some kind of fish net over there because then there's so much fish. Amazing. Would be too long trying to hunt it one by one. Use power cells. Oh no. Oh no. My least favorite mission after all. Okay, where's power cell? There it is. Glad I do have the skill that will allow me to ignore the stagger effect of my archer. So I can just literally chill. There might be a perfect, potential perfect path when you collect everything. But who knows? There's actually something like that. Doing it in 2 attempts and a decent too. Right, nice. What are those? Ah, I see. It's yeah, it's bats. Not bats. Didn't expect to collect some pets over there, but like, if life gives you Kubrows, you gotta collect them, yeah? So, where's my next mission? Was that it? I mean, yeah, that was it, I forgot. I'm not sure I didn't get the item I came for. No? Yeah. Yeah, no. I got it, nice. So, let's get the fuck out. Then, no. Or didn't Lotus say something like that? Ah, she said, get the hell out of there. Yeah. Funny times. It's gonna be a problem. It's absolutely gonna be a problem if the Nair Optic also gonna require me to get this special resource. Alright, soul system. There it is. And now Nero. Nero. Distillate the bar. Wait, what? I don't have it? What? Or am I just dumb? Asher. I do have it. Nice. I need to waste like 4 minutes of my life to craft Asher. What the hell? One more distillate. Though. Good news. Okay, let's collect the Asher on this time and let's watch if we have something to craft right now. Only 3 more. Okay. So, what do we have? Roxy. Roxy are saying. Can I craft it? Yeah, nice. Finally. I do believe I still need Caliban. No? Ah, no. Might have it. Doesn't really matter. I do need his weapons though. Okay, next is the scariest part. Farming a goddamn sevagoth, man. It's literally a pain. Let's check if we have a mission for this one. Neptune, I've been told, is a good mission type to complete it fast. Fucked up thing is I don't have the access to it yet. Corpus, Pluto. And this is Neptune. So, does that mean those missions that are not unlocked for me, and they are not displaying, yeah. Looks like. Sucks. But at the same time, fair. Okay, let's do them solo because like it's gonna be much faster than doing it in the team. I do believe it like counts your members in those solo missions. And overall, your crew members are kinda goated.
All is well, I trust. Excellent.
Okay, let's see what is this mission. Approach the corpus pillar. And destroy security nodes. Really? That's it? Don't tell me that's gonna be it. And like some mini mission. Because if that's how fast it is, I'm gonna be surprised. Like in fact, Neptune potentially could be the best place, you know, to farm sevagoth if the missions are gonna be that fast. Survival. Oh my god, no, the survival. It's gonna be a pain. Let's see, where's the security code? Oh my fucking god, 400 meters away. Are you freaking kidding me? At the same time, I'm surprised that my scanner went that far. Because yeah, this was like an adjacent room, so it's not like that far away, realistically. But yeah, oh, holy frick. That's some distance. It's insane. I would never freaking find it on my own. But at least minus 1 minute for now. I would be a lucky guy. I'd be able to find the second code at least. And this one is kind of questionable for me. I might try to loop this room again. Maybe some shit would spawn there, but like I really doubt. Just do not fuck up the whole mission. Kinda, please do remember about the air problems. Otherwise that's gonna be sad. Right, this was not right direction. Potentially, yeah. The code might be in this room somewhere. I think there's like a high chance. Oh no. Not there, but yeah, it could be in the room like that. Eagers. Eagers. Yeah, nice. Nice name over there. Okay, I surrender. We need a few more seconds. Doesn't make much sense to look for a security code at this point. Store. Bro. You're getting in my way. Okay, I gotta find a way out. Because, yeah, we're getting out. 100%. Lovely, exit was close. Right, next. Oh my god, I thought you could go to this mission or to this one and then to the Void Fisher, but like, fuck. We need to do them all. Oh man, what the hell? Exterminate. Yo, that was exterminate mission. Potentially I need to swap my layout. Because I don't think you can use your arsenal there. Let's quickly change. Change the arsenal. Change the titanium. Like, if that's a low level extermination, I think thermal titanium is gonna be a little bit better. Right. Let's go. Neo. Beautiful. So we have like a 10% chance to get our part on the sevagoth. Let's see how fast the mission is gonna be. The ship security notes. Right, where's the cruise ship? I saw it. Somewhere there. And let's hope it's not gonna take a lot of time. Apparently it didn't. Ship didn't really stand a chance. And that's brilliant. So, the next is just a regular extermination mission, yeah? Yeah. If that's gonna be the case, I mean, then I'm completely fine. Farming sevagoth just like that. Because, like, it should be Omega easy. Omega easy with this layout. Nice. And we are getting relics at the same time. I don't really like to come back, but like sometimes you gotta do it. They are not taking damage for a short amount of time when they're being touched by the void. And it's fucked. Spawn rate would be a little bit better when there would be more players, but we are kind of fine. We are kind of fun, yeah. We are fine. Ability rage. Secondary weapon. It was kinda hard to read. Right, I'm out of energy. Kinda not a big deal. What am I using? Boosting. Nice. I think that's enough. I need to go down. Yes. Energy management is probably the only problem over there. Other than that, not much that they can do. Huh? I'm locked. AI. Probably it doesn't even make sense to use my reserving form, so that will consume even more energy. It's not like I need my speed that much. Kill enemies while sliding. Come on, bro. Quit with those bonuses, huh? And give me my sevagoth. Ah, man, no sevagoth this time. I mean, at least that was fast. My energy is not gonna restore itself, sadly. Between the missions. So let's keep the regen. So the task is pretty much the same. The cruise ship is kinda falls down. I do glad the shield is not moving when it sits down. Otherwise that would be a problem. Right, I think I just might to destroy the security node just with my archwing. So not gonna be that hard. So this way I'm gonna be instantly able to enter. Yeah. Although it would be a little bit faster if I would use my rail jack, so it tells me. Okay, let's turn the map, because map is MVP. Potentially could be also a nice place to farm some leeches, maybe. If I would need to. But nah. Official community updates page. What? Oh wait, that counts. If you are gonna use your abilities, you just need to slide and kill enemies. Interesting. I thought you like need to shoot them at the same time, but I guess I'll just instantly complete this task because like why not? Right. What about my? I have completed the relic. The only thing that's left is to kill them all. Should not be that hard. Okay, not in this direction. Should be that one. Yeah. I don't feel like I do have energy issue this time. Because I don't use my razor wing. Gotta keep that in mind. Ah, come on, man. Dude, quit with your whole keys. For real. Insane. Like honestly, sevagoth subsume is kinda decent. Considering that you can slow them all. Slow your opponents. Up to like 95%. It's actually decent. Okay, I think I am stuck. Don't even have a step bro to help me. God damn it. I hope it's gonna work. I think it did. But let's see. Kinda don't know you can get stuck like that. Wait, are you two in the same place? No, but close. MK2 parts. Juicy. Exactly what I need. In my max railjack. Are they even different from regular enemies? I think they are. Like yeah, this whole railjack area is kinda different. Hey, that's Eximus. Give me that scan. It's kind of weird that every Eximus is unique in a way. So we gotta scan them all. I have two more to collect. Not bad. This kind of weapon increases damage and unlimited ammo. The only thing is my epitaph doesn't really do any damage. This is like the problem. It's not that build. What do I have as my melee weapon? Ah, this shit. This shit doesn't really count. The art maker, yo. Do you make an art? I wonder. Okay. Not like in this room. What a shame. Last mission was a little bit faster, but like what can we do? Ah, I have found the way officially. Come on, boys. Calm down. I need to unlock the enemies to complete, and let's see if I gambled successfully this time. Would be nice if they would allow us to use our Omni tool to come back like instantly after we have finished the mission, but like ain't no way. So I got near optic, bruh. Give me a system. But that was close. At least we've got a sevagoth part, but like we already have this one. And this is fucked up part. Not only we have like 10% of getting a part, there's also 3 parts in the pool. But I'm not sure if each part takes 10%, I'm not sure. So it also might mean that there's 30% chance that you are gonna get a part of the sevagoth. It's just you're kind of unsure which one. Right, -1. Dude, I wish there would also be a capture mission. That would be brilliant. That would absolutely be brilliant. Is there a capture mission in the railjack? So I don't remember. I don't think so. It would be weird. It would be too fast. It would be too fast. Right, next one. Security node. Give me that. Completed. Where's the exit? Ah, there it is. Corpus for railjack mission. Desperately need a mission set. Up you can pick 2 relics because you basically run 2 missions. That depends. I would not say that you are running 2 missions. It's just that the railjack part there it's too short, you know. So you cannot really call this a separate one. Okay, let me bring my music back. What the hell? Like, what's the time? I think I've done the rail jack part in 1 minute, so like that's not that much. But when it takes a different mission, it can take much longer. Though, that's for sure. Kinda can. There's like a problem that higher level religious missions, they in fact do take more time. You do the void fissure, and that's a fucked up part. Serial Jack both as well, and that mode we don't speak about. I almost thought about the defection, because this is the one game mode I would truly not want to speak about. I mean, basically, the survival, you're basically playing a regular warframe just after you have played the relic part, so like taking 2 relics with you, that would be too greedy, you know. A descendant version of that, oh my god. The Orphix shit, yeah. When no one does the damage to the goddamn thing. Yeah, this is a mission of a kind. Another mission type I would not ever talk about, it probably would be any kind of necromech missions. I am a lucky man that I have not encountered this time when we were pretty much required to play necromech. Because I dislike this game part for quite amount. Okay. No sevagoth this time. You know the one when unit or him does weird big sentence that produce field that turn of warframe. But you need to use necromech. Oh. Yeah, I do remember about this mission time, but I have not really played those missions. Like at all. That's why I call myself a lucky man. So yeah, we're not required to play those missions anymore. I am not even sure if I have played at least one mission like that. But yeah, I do remember other players playing them. And by the way, I have watched this video about the Zephyr and the gun that stuck to Enervate. Man, that was funny. The guy stacked so much damage that the game crashed. It happens. I wonder if you can sabotage the other people games like that because you have stacked too much damage. So, like their game could not proceed with the information too, and they would crash too. That would be fucked up. I mean, headshot once and the MR29 fucked up the code. Do you think that was exclusively with that Zephyr ability, not the amount of damage? Because like the game could not proceed with the damage. I mean, bug frame after all. Not a surprise. But I just lost it, man. The way he screamed at the end because he played this mission for an hour trying to stack it all, and it crashed. The guy just lost it at the end. This was the best part of the video. But at the same time, who the hell is gonna be stuck in Enervate for an hour straight? This is madness, looks like. It was insane. Like, okay, we get it. that you can stack and elevate for like whatever amount you want, but like this guy literally decided to stack it for a freaking hour. This was crazy. Let's freaking make that one shot hit our 20 or whatever enemies he spawned, and too much math, and the game said fuck it and turn itself off. Understandable. Warframe was not ready to this kind of over creep. Like, yeah, we are used to do much damage to the enemies, but not at that extent. And another guy in the comments of the video was like saying, dude, this video is the reason why the Android port got delayed for like 3 more months. That was, in fact, probably the case. Also, yes, I don't know why people complain about polygame modes when the faction exists. At least if you know what you are doing, you can beat it in like 3 minutes solo or with a good team. Wait, you can complete, you mean the faction in 3 minutes? Because like, okay, I was playing the full mission in average 3 minutes too. Both game modes are freaking bad, because they are boring as fuck. And for the faction, yeah, you need like special warframe stuff, so those Grenier won't die or no slow. In the end, you pretty much need a special warframe for every mission if you wanna optimize it. It's like been truth long time before that every warframe is good pretty much for a certain amount of missions. For the mission I finished by myself in 240. Oh man, my best result probably was something close to 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Yeah, but you need to get lucky, that's for sure. So all the keys would spawn just like in front of you. But consistent result was something about 240. So like almost like every mission I could do by this time. Because it would usually require you to check almost like every room. I have heard that you can complete the full mission a little bit faster if you playing with another guy that knows what he's doing. This is like the only way to complete it, maybe in 2 minutes, you know. But who plays with friends, man? Who's blessed to have a friend? Yes, it's best to get optimal frame for any type of mission, but the faction is optimized to be bearable. It's just an outdated mod at this point. There's a lot of mods like that, like for example hijack. I also do like to call this mission hello Jack, you know. Another mission that I forgot the existence about. But this mission is also boring as fuck. Like, no, trying to stop, so Grenier move faster and drop. Do not drop that. I do remember for the faction right now, the best choice probably would be, how it's called, Wisp. Because she's combined. She's like a combined Bolt and Trinity. She can heal those guys and she can speed them up. So like pretty much probably the best in Warframe for that mission. But I'm personally yet to farm my Wisp. Outside than that, I'm not sure if Wisp is used for anything. Wisp is kind of a Warframe that you probably won't see that much nowadays. Because, yeah. Nowadays we have entered this type of meta in the warframe that you would rather kill your opponents faster than they would kill you. So you don't really need the survivability. And this is weird. Or like those opponents that you are trying to survive from, they're gonna do so much freaking damage that not even Wisp is gonna be helping you. Like, you know, Temporal Archimedia, yes, I'm looking at you. And especially this tank mission. That you can do damage to only with RPGs. Dude, that's interesting to do in a random squad. I do believe not even my Oberon could kill this damage. But although my build is not really a supportive one. But it can be a support. Where am I supposed to go? Right. I see. I see the way. I just wish there would be a capture mission in the railjack, just for the sole purpose of farming the sevagoth. That would be the best. But I mean, exterminate is not that bad, I would guess. Probably exterminate is a little bit faster if you're doing it in a team, because like opponents spawn a little bit more. So like there are some exterminate missions in the warframe that if you are not playing in a squad, you're gonna reach the end of the mission faster than you will be able to exterminate the required amount of opponents, and that's depressing. I mean, there's a lot of outdated stuff in warframe, like syndicates. At this point, there's no point to them, because there are better things to trade than syndicate stuff. But I guess they just cannot get it out of the game and pretend that it doesn't exist, you know, because they have wasted so much time on it. So, rather let it be, they thought. Reno, hello back. Welcome back. You said you don't like railjack missions. I mean, I'm forced to play railjack missions if I want to have a normal sevagoth. And they set up that some syndicate will bury the hatchet and work together. Crafted Halki, Miso, Sevagoth, please, Sevagoth, Sevagoth. Fuck. Like literally, if you want to get this juicy Sevagoth subsume, you just gotta play railjack mission. There's no other way. I do believe you cannot get a Sevagoth from circuit. Honestly, this is funny that you cannot get every warframe from the circuit. Like New Look had Titania remission and said they will accept mutants. You know, they're still still Meridian. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been interacting with the syndicates 10 years ago. Interesting. I'm not even sure how they can work syndicates, but one thing I'm glad about, that we are not required to wear those ugly sigils anymore in order to max the syndicate reputation. because putting those sigils on your warframe every time you wanted to farm the reputation, and each sigil would also give you different amount of reputation. Well, was also tied to the rank, you know. If you equip a better sigil, you will get more reputation, and so and so. Man, that was so toxic. At least now we can just pledge to the syndicate and have no problem. Back in the days, that was a little bit worse. I still might have some sigils applied to my warframes from those days that I need to unequip. Also, would be funny if we would have an additional reputation from the syndicates by wearing their sigils. Like a hidden bonus from those who know. That's pointless because you just choose syndicates. I mean, it's just the same, but like a little bit different. Easier to set up, I would say. Back in the days, you would choose a syndicate here, basically in the same way, but you need to apply a sigil to your warframe in your appearance option. But right now it's easier. You need to just press a button in the menu. God bless. Haha, man. Speaking of quality of life, do you guys remember? I mean, you probably don't know that some of the developers of the Digital Extreme was against this vacuum mod on your companion, and those who used this vacuum mod, they were called noobs, because like only a hardcore player would be playing without vacuum. So like all hardcore players should not play with vacuum. This developer said. That was funny. I mean, they can just make you go through syndicate missions and you want slowly unlock them for story and just remove negative reputation. That would be a pain in the ass to like make a proper story for the syndicates, you know. They have like a couple missions, but other than that, the game is like not about the syndicates, it's about the warframes. After all, they have decided to go for the man in the ball stuff instead of like progressing the relationship amongst the syndicates. Like the undermine, what? I lost it. Undermine. I might a little bit too concentrated on the mission. Right, finally. How much time it took? 4 minutes. Not even that bad. The knockup bounties. Alright, 1 second. I've lost the track of conversation. I mean, the missions for the syndicates, they have existed like every time. I mean, since the beginning, like those missions you could farm the reputation with. But in my honesty, no one did them. We honestly always either pledge or put the sigil and farmed the syndicate reputation passively. So that's what I mean. Like no one was doing the syndicate missions back then. I mean, the fact that they hate each other also doesn't play a big role. Maybe in like one mission when you need to bring red veil little. I mean, this whole hate-love relationship, I'm pretty much sure made just for the player interaction, so we could trade with each other. That would boost the player interaction in a way. So I'm not particular against that, but like, yeah. Right now, syndicates are kinda just exist to gather your relics for a new warframe when it's gonna be released, and some was for, I guess, so that's basically it. I'm not particular against that, I would say. Like, it's fine. Maybe in current warframe meta, syndicates are a little bit outdated, yeah, because they also do not really offer anything significant like the new syndicates do. So yeah, those old ones, they are basically a trial version of a real syndicate. Let's call it that. Yeah, it's not needed anymore. It blocks new players from getting augments to friends because, you know, how hard it is to get someone to trade those sometimes. With outspending plot. You know, there's so much stuff to farm that syndicates are barely the main problem. There's too much things to farm. There's like absolutely, especially if you count every syndicate. I would rather they would do something with the reputation cap, you know, rather than the syndicates, because like it's hard to make syndicates system to be interesting. I think it's like decent enough, but like the reputation cap, it's wild to me in a way that let the player decide how much the player wants to farm. Like, why are you putting a cap over there? That doesn't make much sense. Maybe so bots would not overrun the market? I don't know. Yeah, but some frames need augments, and it's not much easier to just drop syndicate and trade for a new one. Especially when you can just sew still and red as I still have four syndicate at once. I mean, usually it's like not a big problem to trade a mod of another syndicate with like another player. Not sure how it is for a new player now. Like really, at least back in the days it was not a big problem. Because they also kind of cheap in a way. It's much harder to trade a weapon because not everyone has this amount of reputation at once. Yeah, it's easy you have blood. I mean, not only plot. I would probably not do it with the plot. You just post an offer in the chat that you will trade your syndicate for like for another that you are required to. Of course, it's always gonna be easier with platinum. That's not even a question. Most people now don't trade syndicate for syndicate. Most people, yes, but some do. Just don't remember that Warframe is a popular game, and new players are pretty much joining the game almost every day. Like I do see them time to time. So of course it's gonna be a little bit harder. If the game would be populated only by old players. I tried it once, it took me like 2 weeks, I give up. And just grind everything. Oh my. But I mean, at the same time, you could potentially try to sell those mods too. Like, let's say, yeah, no one wants to trade medallion for, I mean, mod for mod, yeah? But like, I mean, if you are gonna trade the mod for plat and buy the mod you need for that exact plat, it's like absolutely the same, but with an extra step, basically. Plus, you can also put more than one offer. and hold the mod. Just don't buy the mod before someone else is gonna require you to get this item. I'm pretty sure that might work. Like you can post multiple offers on the market, and the first person that will ask you for a mod, you will just invite him and buy this exact mod, and then you're gonna delete any other offer if you don't have much reputation. I need to leave now. See you in a bit. Yeah, Reno. See you. All right. Regret is now way faster because you sometimes need to wait for an offer really long. Yeah, that's true. I mean, no one really pays attention to syndicates right now. That's true, that's true. But I mean, at the same time, there's like not that many weapons you need to get from them. And mods, they're potentially quite cheap, no? Wait, what's the price for the syndicates mods? Especially when now game gives you omega amount of potatoes. Yeah, basically from every activity in the game you get some shit. By the way, if I remember correctly, you also can now get this syndicate mods, warframe dependent, also from a circuit, yeah? I do believe I have seen them over there. Okay, I don't get the sevagoth this time too. Seems like. God damn it. Okay, let's reset for a second. Kinda funny that in the circuits they're put those warframes that are really easy to farm. Some warframe augments can be bought in Nightwave, making syndicates even more pointless. Wait, that's bullshit. I mean, that's not like that bullshit.
Logging a kill.
I mean, I just thought that Nightwave currency is supposed to be more important than the syndicate's reputation. So like spend the Nightwave credits for the mods, the syndicate's mods, that might be a mistake. I mean, if players want to, then it's their choice. But I do believe there are also some mods in Nightwave that are kinda unique, and you are not gonna be able to get them from like anywhere other than the Nightwave. So they're gonna be jumping in a price after that. Quite significantly.
I observe some of your
Equipment,
kind developed
inventory.
cysts. Why is this?
It's so hard to keep track of what mod is considered rare and what mod is easy to get. Like I myself probably I have so many mods that I could sell, but I just don't know that they do worth a good amount of blood, and it's gonna be a pain to check like each mod in my inventory. We kinda need a list, a list to go through. When you see this exact mod in the Nightwave, and you know that you need to buy it to resell later, that would be cool to have a feature like that that would tell you the rarity of the mod. Also, I saw that that Nightwave also sells you conclave mod. Conclave mods time to time. That was a mistake for me to buy it, especially if you consider that conclave mods you can use only in conclave. That was yikes moment when I bought it. and realized it's not a special mode. Dude, playing a conclave, just imagine. Also, I'm pretty much sure that warframe abilities they do not really work properly in the conclave, because otherwise some warframes would be too overpowered compared to the other ones. Like, I just thought for a second, what if you bring a missile in the conclave? It's like no other warframe would be able to survive it, no? So means her spells are kinda useless there. Not every mod, like some mods are used in normal game, like London. Oh yeah? I thought it was like every mod, but I guess it depends. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not a really big fan of the conclave. Not only you are gonna get owned over there against a more experienced player, you're also gonna have troubles forming a team, because unless a certain amount of players are not gonna be in the squad, you are not gonna be starting the game. Daniel, welcome. Oh, lag happens. Anyway, I would rather just forget about conclave. It's like one of those game modes that were put over there as a mistake. Like, it's the biggest problem when a game rewinds you like 50 times and you hit shit. Oh. I wonder if that's a bigger problem for... Wait, speaking about the connection, the host and the clients, who's the host in the conclave? Is there even such a thing as a host when you play conclave? Because theoretically host should be a digital extreme, no? It's peer-to-peer problem. I mean, I do really wonder how the connection setup is done in the conclave, because it might be weird. It doesn't have any servers set up. Even for conclave, that sucks. Because then it would be really unfair to some players, even with tons of money. I mean, that would probably be kind of expensive to set up servers. And also, this way, the community is going to be separated in a way. Because right now we can kind of connect to each other, even though we are on different continents. So we are not really that restricted with the connection. But if we would have different servers, that would be a problem. Like, especially if you are doing trades, you would not be able to trade with a big amount of players. Like, because for example the warframe market doesn't count if you are a Russian player or European or American. Everyone can trade with everyone. This is what makes it so good to find yourself a customer. And if they would have servers, that probably would not be a case anymore. That would be problematic to change them. Control module, nice. Cryotic 500, not bad. Ferrit and spores. God damn it. I mean, conclave can work with the bulk game because it's fun if you have team, but problem is that there's not enough incentive for others to play. Yes, like for example, I don't really like the bulk game. Maybe that's just me. If I would play a PvP game, I would probably just stick to it. To the to the real PvP and not the fun game with the balls. Because Conclave side of skins give you mods that you want, even use, and some are actually good. Yeah, especially that those that are good only in the Conclave. But like, yeah, Conclave it's just a different freaking story. Especially no one's want to balance. I do remember one man caught a bug that he kind of could PvP with another player in the simulacrum. That was interesting to witness. You know, all those juicy builds that you could potentially get, and testing the simulacrum, you could use another against another player. I don't know how he managed to do this, but it was a bug of some kind. Yes, I was bored enough to see all those mods, and some of them are indeed shit, but some you could actually use. Especially when some mods give you run and speed for like -5 less damage. Run and speed? Run and speed? Run and speed mods actually, yeah, useful. I might agree. Other than that, I'm not really familiar with Conclave mods. How much run and speed was that? Some of them can straight up give you physical status effects. But physical status effects, they're not that useful outside of certain builds. But I'm more interested in the movement speed mods. That's some interesting information over there. Because sometimes we need this extra movement speed. Because those are not sprint speed, it's mobility. Okay, your normal speed. Yeah, that sounds a little bit different. It probably modifies the overall speed, because like boost speed is probably modifies your normal speed. So all those things should work kinda multiplicatively, maybe. I don't know. They separated the movement speed in that way. Like there's multiple layers of the speed. I mean, if you can count the speed of the bullet jump, then that makes sense. To give you an idea, if you use like Healer 4, it still speeds you up. Really? I thought the Hildren is like Omega slow in this mode, no? How can it speed you up? It's like her ultimate, as far as I remember. That everyone was complaining about, that it was a little bit too slow. But I guess it's like fits the theme of the healer and being slow but doing a lot of damage, kinda tank warframe. It's mobility, not sprint speed or parkour velocity. It's completely different stat. It's only available in Conclave. Only available in Conclave? No, wait. This exact mode doesn't work in the regular gameplay. That's a shame. That's a shame. I can see this mod being useful in certain speedrun cases. I guess they have tried to do some setup towards the PvP, but yeah, they have failed a little bit. They have abandoned the project after all. Because it would be a pain in the ass to balance it constantly. Okay, -1. Let's see if I'm lucky this time. Man, last part of the sevagoth, please, please, just please. I beg you. I'm gonna cry. Just right there and right now. I should have put a counter in in the corner of the screen. How many attempts have I failed? A little bit insane. And keep in mind this is a faster reject mission. Imagine if I would do Veil Proxima. That would be even worse. This mission took me like 5 minutes. Not bad. Veil Proxima reject mission would take me probably 15 minutes. Insane. Dude, insane farm. Right. Back to the grind. This is kinda what I do not really like really like in the warframe, man. And after you are completing the story stuff, you're just basically adding up and then entertaining yourself in whatever way you can. Like, after you are done with the story stuff, you are just playing a sandbox at this point. Like, what are we left with? Like, what are we left with? The only thing we are capable of is just to grind something. This is a no-go. Kinda. I do wanna mention that it's a cool game if you are starting your journey, but if you have played for a decent amount of time, it's like there's barely you can do at this point. It was nice to return to Warframe, but like yet again I'm catching myself at this point that I have nothing to do in the Warframe, like literally. I do want to farm a sevagoth, but like after that, what am I gonna do? Ah? I have not really played the World of Warcraft, man, but like even the concept of doing the dungeons to get an extra rare item with your team sounds a little bit more pleasant to me at this point. Because you would still be motivated to get something rare. And so what are we motivated about in the Warframe? What keeps us motivated to play it? Let me think. Do we have such a mechanic that would keep us entertained? Like, for example, I would probably like to get my focus school tactilist artifacts for like each one of them, but hell nah. It requires so much farm that Passion frame might be the only reason to like stay for a longer amount of time. That might be, yes. Although it's kinda hard to stop a design you would want to execute. By the way, Zarlich, have you seen a decent, how it's called, backroom fashion in the backroom that you are getting from the Hacked Syndicate? I kind of think about like decorating this room, but I don't have an idea which design would be great. I kind of was thinking about FPS killer, putting grass on the walls, but they would be constantly moving because like they simulate wind. That would be funny to see what would happen to my FPS when I would load into the back room. But either way, it's hard to make a decent design for the back room. Especially considering that it's always changing. Like, it is a little bit dependent on the time of the year in the hex. But if you are not gonna be looking outside of the window, maybe it's gonna be okay. Just make it look like Blade Basement. Blade Basement. I do not really remember how the Blade Basement looked like, but a funny idea. Blade, do you mean this movie about the vampire hunter? Yeah. Such a great movie, man, back in the days. Dude, it's fine when you do not really remember the movie and you can watch it like you are watching it the first time. But to do good fashion of a back room, you need a lot of standing with Zariman. I might be afraid not only with a Zariman. Not only. Because most good pieces for backroom are there. Like for example, there is probably a worse syndicate. You could potentially go for nature like theme. That would require you to go to the Duviri trader maybe. And farming Duviri would be even worse. Potentially. Like as far as I remember, Zariman has a lot of those metallic or gold-like looking items here. But there's also another way to go with the fashion. It's to look at like it's nature themed. Well, there's a need for farming Duviri. Huh. I would rather not, though. I'm still not done with the Oraxia. It's far from being great. Man, going in the Duviri without resource booster feels like a waste. Because we would get so much resources otherwise. Because next update we'll have more incarnate guns with Tamos Stag. Oh yeah. I thought they're not gonna release new incarnates for like a year. I do believe they have said something about this. When we asked for Tigris Incarnate, like they have said that Tigris Incarnate is like not gonna be released in this year. So I'm not really sure how many incarnates there are gonna be. Yeah, so the stream will be today. Oh my god. I do remember it was like this night, but sadly wish drop was miserable. so I decided to not watch it. But it was not a dev stream probably. It was just a regular stream of the developers. 24-4. Do you know what are the Twitch drop rewards on this one? I wonder if there's gonna be something juicy. Also, I have heard that someone said that D is gonna rework the limbo, no? I would be really happy if that would happen. Literally. Because limbo is unplayable right now. Literally every other warframe would do better than the limbo in the same scenario. His abilities kinda, yeah, whatever. If you think about it, there's probably plenty of warframes that deserve to get a rework at this point. Considering the power creep meta. Watch live from start to finish and earn yourself fallen touch drops. An Omniforma build. The 1 Forge Archon Shard, Crimson, Azure, Amber. And not bad. Better than the Voka, you know. On today's, I mean, the last day dev stream, you would get a chance. I mean, not a chance. You would get a random Voka. The Zerman, I mean, currency, as far as I remember. And it was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna be staying for that. When you can literally launch animation. Oh no, it's not Zerman, isn't it? It's Deimos medallion. Yeah, you can launch basically animation and get yourself a Voka this way anyway. So that was useless. I like when they give you warframes for free though. This is honestly the way I've got my Titania Prime, by the way, from the dev stream, as far as I remember. And the worst part is, I didn't play Warframe those years when I've got my Titania from the dev stream, but I have had my Titania in my foundry, so now I literally have zero idea what to do with the Titania I've been farming back in the days. It kind of just sits there and waits. Still, if you do ISO wave, you need to get along with the spider stuff. Yeah, honestly, ISO this game mode's kinda the best, because as far as I can see, you can get every resource you need in the normal Duviri mode. You can get it from there and much faster, especially if you are gonna be breaking the crates. It's literally the way we are supposed to farm the Duviri, it feels like. At least this Orwyrm currency. Dude, farming Orwyrm, it's like the worst, because it's kinda long to get to. Funny enough, they also put some in transition level, like 3 of them. Wait, what did they put? Let me read this once again. You do as well, you need to get all spider stuff. Funny enough, I have there for some transition level, like 3 of them. It's to get the decoration from Rusalka, and they put lore bits in undercroft transition. Ah! Oh my god. Speaking of lore. There's... I do remember some parts of lore you can collect in the normal Duviria. And the worst part is... I have zero idea how to get to certain rooms, because they are locked. You know the room you are? For like 10 seconds? 10 seconds? Yeah. This transition room. So there's a lore stuff there too? Freaking god, man. Is it like random or you can encounter it every time? The piece of the lore. Because I have never seen the lore stuff over there. Yes, in Alvev, but thankfully it's in the same spot, always same spot. And always. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit different from the normal game mode. Since you also cannot see those how it's called? Those orbs that increase your level. In the Isle Wave, you cannot get them from the Undercroft over there. So I guess in this whole game mode is like a little bit different. In the same theme, but like coded differently. Dude, goddammit, can I get the sevagoth, please? Like, God, Jesus, have a mercy. It's been like 10 runs already, or 15? Hello, 10%? Everyone's reaction, whoever put those there, I hope someone farted in your pillow. And you got a pink eye. Someone read the actual quote. I guess there's always gonna be people complaining. Still, there's no wars. I mean, even that is better than the Folly game mode. Even that is better. I still cannot get over that. How badly the game mode was designed. And it's sad to see that some people in the Poly game mode waste like maybe 10 to 15 minutes of the time each attempt. That's kind of sad to see that they could make it in 3 minutes, but no one cares about this mod anyway. So they kind of want to get some currency the longer they play to get this folly, instead of trying to run the folly faster and get the blueprint faster. Yeah, that's like, by the way, the whole idea of the folly game mode for me was that you would rather be farming folly faster if you complete the mission faster, so you'll get to play another mission instead of farming this goddamn currency to buy out the folly. I do remember some dude like in the comments said under my guide video that like you can take the warframe that will like mainly kill everything that is alive on the map. Like this way you are gonna get the currency to buy the poly. But I was like, bro, by the time you are gonna be completing this mission, you would run multiple missions of this type, and you would already get the folly blueprint by this time. What are we even talking about? By the way, I'm still not sure about like getting the medallions from this game mode. But I guess this is the only way we would be able to get medallions in the game. I don't remember a single mission that would give you medallions just for playing it. Have you created, I mean, built titanium that replaces the portability? No. I'm a young titania player. I only recently started to play her, so I haven't had enough. Meme. Speaking of memes, I do recall only Riven mods, racist Riven mods. That's funny that those Riven mods do exist. That you can get with minus damage to Greeneer Corpus infested. And then you are gonna get modifier damage. Minus like minus 50% damage to to your weapon. Dude, nice Riven. Well, somebody made Heal Missa and replaced it for was the first unit. Huh. Come on. Okay, where am I? Where should I go? Under this. I mean, I think I'm not there yet. Not there yet. I'm not that done with the warframe. But I guess the guys are kind of passionate about the warframe. How about putting like hundreds of formas into one warframe? I do believe like some Oberon guy did that, no? If the gods had an exalted, and the exalted in question was a horse, which turn into a horse or ride one? Hard choice. I mean, considering that she has like a head of a horse, no? More than likely I would say she would turn into a horse. Something tells me. We're still wait for moddable Marilena. Mary? Really? Nah, Marilena. What's Marilena? That's the first time I'm reading this, whatever it is. Or should have been on all fours instead of that unnecessary work, because I could have nuked with smite. Yeah, really too? Ah. Haven't really played the year, sadly. Because of my fucked up way of leveling up warframes. I haven't really... I do have a lot of warframes, but I haven't really played them. You know this level up method on the idle planes? I do freaking love it, but there's one downside. When you are leveling a warframe with the Nataruk, you just don't get to play the warframe, so like you have zero idea what the warframe does in the end. This is funny. Focused on the hotkeys more than the parts. I mean, it's just nothing I can do. At least I am not gonna require hotkeys like ever again in my life. I got once Deep Archmedia Oberon and I ensured everything because all enemies are weak to radiation. That would be funny if you would also get a helmet ability buff at the same time. I do believe I've got like a plus 200% strength for my titanium one day, and man, that was beautiful. since then, I don't think I have used helmet upgrade system even once, which is kind of sad. I did level up with Oberon before his rework. It was goofy. Old Smite is good, and Lava is no. I mean, what changed with his rework? Because to me, it like seems like kind of the same how it was before, no? I'm quite unsure what did they change, because it was a long time ago. The hydraulic press should have been an augment. Yo, remind me what it was like playing on old Oberon. Because right now, to me, this reworked Oberon it's like a main one that he was before the rework. Can replace Loki with a hydraulic press? Sounds more useful. Not sure, not sure. Bruh. I just remembered that I should have brought my healers over there, because like, did you not a single enemy over there? I mean, some of them are not scanned at all. Like, he doesn't need a rework, he's fine. What do you mean he doesn't need a rework? He's literally an invisible frame that... Well... Even Ash has probably more impact on the field than the Loki, no? Like... I pretty much know only one kind of build for the Loki, is when you use his... how it's called? Fuck, I forgot the word. Yeah, decoy. His decoy scales with enemy levels and doesn't get one tap like before. Yeah, I only know the build was a decoy. But like, it's whatever, because it sometimes doesn't work that well. Especially in boss fights. Because you cannot make a decoy out of a boss. The one ability that everyone can use, and better than Loki. There's damage decoy and you can even nuke. It's Loki by using mind control. I do remember you could use decoy as an Oberon and you use a smite on the decoy. There's a meme build like that. But like the main question is, why would you use Loki for like this kind of shit if you can like, for example, bring a sevagoth and sevagoth is gonna nuke the whole room. That's like always the problems with the old warframes. That the new warframes are just more useful. Fun. I put the coin, alright, don't work because his passive ruins it. Okay. Let's see the gamble. Let's see. Limbo. I've tried, by the way, I've tried my Loki in the guilty mode. Sadly, it didn't really work, but it had a potential because like bosses did ignore him. Just I couldn't do much damage with my weapons. Okay, no luck this time. Shit. I want to buy a skill. Oh, one sec. Frick, haven't noticed the message. mean, I would say the decoy is kind of situational skill, though. Skill. The funniest part about using the Loki for me was it's teleporting in a place of your ally and throwing your ally in some weird place. That was fun. Ready post. Some guy. Okay, let's see. Okay, what mod was that? Buskill. Mods? Right, GG. A trade has found us. It's possible, useful mission, can be useful. Mind control on a decoy. Interesting option. I mean, Titanium Lantern modifies your weapons damage. It's like a little bit different than the scaling damage from the Loki, I think. Honestly, Titanium is fine with like nuke and everything that she sees. Oh shit. Solo? Survival, bruh, freak. Gonna be last mission. No. Fuck the survival, no? Is there a better place to farm the sevagoth? What's this? Is there idea? Volatile? What the hell is this mission? Okay, there's another voice storm in the Venus. Let's unlock. You can put Zata's Whisper on Loki. I mean, this ability would be useful on those warframes that you want to shoot a lot, though. Okay, just secure the notes, nice. Anything like this, every warframe does infinitely better. I mean, you can kinda agree with that. Overall, warframe suffers with this trend that all the warframes are just like outdated, and that's just it. Just a regular power creep. Although pretty much I can say that each warframe has a unique build. That's all about it. You can mod basically. I mean, I think every new warframe it has like it tends to be a mass nuke Other than the old warframes, they were most likely pretty much specified on one exact play, how do you call it, playthrough that you could execute. Old warframes, they were freaking more unique in a way, because you could not really nuke the whole map. Pretty much sure old Loki most of us used for spy missions, no? I mean, it still is used for that. Book on a thing after Cloud Valkyrie work. By the way, speaking of spy missions, back in the days I used to do them with the Limbo. Especially Corpus missions was kinda easy to complete since you could destroy all cameras before opening the door. This was funny. And you would not trigger the lasers by your passive ability. Finisher damage. That more reminds me of the Ash, because Ash was all about the finisher damage, no? And so it's like Ash was in this way a better version of the Loki, no? Hard to say. Bro, what the hell is this mission? Volatile? What? Don't remember this. Okay, let's see. Volatile. Let's see the mission. Approach the Corpus freaking ship. Destroy notes, okay. Dude, I gotta have a mod to speed up my projectiles. Well, pretty much was murdered after Exynos units. Oh bruh, Exynos units. Rework, it was dirt. They nuked the Equinox leveling up strat in the Adaro. Sedna planet, man, I love this strat so much. Putting everything to sleep and leveling up through the bonus of being not noticed. Man, that was insane. That was fun in a way. Locate the ship's reactor, what? It's a sabotage mission or like what? Let me see. Wait, the Loki's fourth ability makes him disarm his opponents, as far as I remember, which honestly not that bad if you need to survive. Looks like no one will be able to attack you. But I'm not sure if that ability also works on some mini bosses, like in the circuit. Nemo was very useless after the Exynos rework. I mean, he was useless even before that. Let's be real. He was kind of questionable even before the Exynos rework. Oh my freaking god, I'm getting cancer on my energy. That's a buff to Limbo that now his bubble doesn't pop up with fire. Yeah, but that's not enough. I mean, I wish they would at least give him a mini rework that would allow his abilities to be channeled. Because that makes more sense, in my opinion. So you might lose some objectives while you are recasting the abilities. Plus, recasting Limbo's abilities. In general, I don't really like this activity. Isn't that bad, but still needs a rework where the Exodus aspect can be fixed. I mean, bro, Limbo's abilities, they are pretty much useless, no? He kinda has a good mod that allows him to do a mega amount of damage based on the amount of the opponents in his ability. But like, any melee weapon can just do fine without this ability nowadays. Manages to use a CS. I mean, no, not really. It has its cases to save the defensive target, the operative. This is the only thing you want to use it for. Of course, the best lane game defense tool. Not since the Eximus rework. And plus, if you are not using abilities with Limbo, when you are playing with Limbo, you will be struggling killing normal opponents. You are gonna be struggling killing normal opponents because they're constantly gonna be moving out of the rift, because the rift collapses slowly. So that makes it a little bit hard to kill them because of that. Ability. Surgeon, stuff like that. That was a good weapon. Like honestly, if there's like also one thing that I do dislike about the Limbo, it's that when you're trying to kill the opponents that are on the edge of your rift sometimes collapses and you do no damage. That's freaking infuriating. Of course, you are not gonna get the same problem if you are playing a Misa and there's a Limbo in your team, but still. Reactor midpoint. Wait, do I need to use my artillery? Ah, I need to use main cannon. What the hell? I didn't know that. That's probably the first time I'm doing this mission. Giant cannon, yeah. Finally, artillery is justified in the Railjack mission. Epitaph blueprint. Okay. Wait, it's a regular epitaph? I don't have a regular epitaph, I think. Nice. Finally something useful. And no freaking sevagoth, man, I am depressed. Okay, I mean, this mission is fast enough. 6 minutes. Decent. Oh, well, we have not even talked about the Ember and the comparison the Ember to the new warframe Uriel. This is funny how a lot of people said that Uriel it's like the Ember is supposed to be like. This is fine that they have released on the second flame, or rather fire warframe. That is unironically a better fire warframe than the warframe we're supposed to play as. Play any warframe you like, dude. Honestly, this is the only choice that we have after we are to complete the main story. Start security notes and start cruise ship. Wait, what? Ember needs a rework. Water is wet. Yo, Ember doesn't need a rework because she already got it. This rework is called Uriel, yeah. We've got an Ember rework. We've got it. It's called an Uriel. The real fire warframe. So we can just kind of forget about the Ember existence now. The only thing is we need to get the same juicy heirloom on the Uriel as we have on the Ember. Bro, it sucks. I have bought a heirloom on Ember, but I don't use this warframe. I cannot spectate this juicy S because I don't play it. Shit. I never some word on fire would be bad now, and Inferno is better, but also bad. Well, I haven't really played the Uriel. I just subsumed him once. Oh, by the way, World of Fire. I do remember Ember's fire ability like overrides the damage of your hit procs. So like if you as Ember apply the hit proc first before your allies are gonna, it's gonna fuck up your damage, as far as I remember. So like using Ember, well, it was kinda useless because I should cap your damage instead. You would be better just doing the damage with your weapons at this point than with the help of the Ember, no? Low level frame jail? Is there such a thing? I mean, I could understand if they would be just lazy to rework our warframe. Looks like for the low level warframe we have Excalibur, Bolt, and whoever was the third. Low level warframe jail. That's funny. Funny term. But I do believe they just don't have time to rework everything. It's too expensive, I think. They said that they want to make Ember early game frame like 6 years ago. 6 years. They could potentially change their mind by this point. But even though this is like a low level warframe, man, I haven't really played her, even though I could. Which makes no sense. The community quickly realizes that there are better warframes to play, so like, even though if that would be an early level warframe, no one freaking would play her anyway, because those people that decide to play warframe, they kinda realize that some warframes are stronger than the other ones, so they would tend to play a stronger warframe, in my opinion. Ledge buffs on, I said, in an early game jail. Just asking there. Legendary rank 5. Right. Almost there. Frick. I need more points to destroy. This area is freaking crowded. I can't. From another streamer. Hell no. This happens, this happens. I mean, who knows, maybe that potentially can happen. If you are watching Warframe, it's like yeah, can happen. And you might see a guy in the other stream. I think that happened to me like once too. Destroy weak point. Alright. This time I won't fuck up, for sure. Dude, I am freaking tired of doing this game mode. Can I just get my sevagoth already? Okay, okay. Okay. Why the reactor? Fuck, man. Never freaking like him. Survival, not the survival, that's for sure. This the same thing. If a machine gets a rework, I'm gonna crash out. I think they have said something about that they might kind of buff your silence, no? Although, do not really have the information about this one. Stream starts in 30. Oh shit. Means I have a little bit of time. Haha. It's not up yet though. Just checked. But let's see what are they gonna say about the warframe this stream. The machine gets a rework, they are more likely to add an X-cap to her sonar. Haha. Well, I'm pretty sure it's already capped in some way. Especially considering that the weak points from the sonar, they are not considered. They are not really considered as weak points. Yeah? Because, like, for example, you cannot stack your incarnate from those weak points, and so and so. So, like, it's like a fake weak point. Nerf the clips? Wait. Isn't that the ability from the Mirage? I mean, the machine on the terrible ability is mostly 4. But, I mean, I would not say so. I was using the Bastions 4 on low-level missions to instantly clear the mobs over there. So it has its uses. It's like perfect for those defense missions sub level 30. Because she's just gonna one-shot everything across the whole map if you like properly mod it. I was kinda laughing with this long range build on the Banshee. When we were required to complete some low-level missions for the Lotus reward. Because you can just, you could one-shot all those level 15 enemies in an easy way. With no subsume, you won't ever have energy problems. So, like, that was fun. Photon strike. Man, can we talk about that they have nerfed the Novus ability? At least on the Titania. That there's now a cooldown that you can use it with. Was such a good subsumer, I think. Still wait for Necro to stop eating enemy spawns and just be like other summons. He's eating enemy spawns? Really? So does that mean the more bodies he's gonna summon, the less enemies that are gonna be on the map? Does that work like that? Still better than Hulk. Yeah. It's has been like that for years. Fuck. Honestly, if you launch how's it called? Still path mission, that should not affect the things that much, no? Like there's like plenty of spawns for that. It should not be a big of a problem if you are not running 4 Necros players in one team. Then you can say goodbye to the enemy spawn at this point. Shit. I need to kill the things. I mean, consider that people rarely play Loki. I think they kind of fucked up with the warframe design. I mean, Loki just there, but he's not really popular among the players, which honestly tells a story about this warframe. Like literally, for me, I only saw Loki in like one mission type. It's called the Spy, and this is kind of sad. There's like pretty much too many warframes that would do better. You know, almost like every other mission. Like I can agree with that. I can agree. The power creep went a little bit too far. Like back in the days, warframes they had a distinct feature, like pretty much each and every one of them. But right now, every warframe is it feels like too strong. It doesn't have niche or spies and better Wukong. How would you rate Lokium? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Oh, mission failed. You can fail it. I don't know. To be honest, I would definitely rate Loki higher than the Limbo. By the way, when I have started to play NetherCell for the first time, I thought this is like a good idea to like use his decoy build, which actually worked for me. That day, of course, I were a little bit underleveled for the NetherCell mission, but funny enough, Loki worked for me with his decoy build. Every frame after temple. Kinda might be true. Every old warframe needs a rework at this point, I would even say. And honestly, if we are talking about spy missions, there's like Of course, there might be the best frame to do them, but like there's like plenty of frames that can do just fine. Spy. Holy shit.
We have too many weapons. I propose replacing a turret with a tachyon
Like
wave
nowadays,
analyzer.
honestly, you can do spy with like almost like any warframe that can move fast. Meanwhile, like Wukong might be fast enough. Loki is a little bit easier to execute the spy missions if you don't know the layout of the map, or like it's gonna be easier for a new player. But also I wanna mention that you are gonna be almost as fast with the Titania as you would be with the Wukong on the spy mission. Iwara is better on spy missions. I mean, isn't Iwara as most as good as the Loki's? Because you don't need to use your arrows as Loki. You can stay invisible pretty much all the time you want. Not really like what they did to Excal. He's in a pretty good spot, same for Volt or Meg. Born for your players. By the way, yeah, I pretty much can say that Loki might be boring for new players. Because he's for a new player, his only identity is to stay invisible. That's like pretty much everything Loki has to offer for a new player. That's a little bit sad, and you need to invest kinda too hard for his decoy build to work. So like a new player is probably gonna go for a better warframe at this point. Loki is overall boring. I mean, you probably can say that, yeah. But he has his cases, no. At least Loki brings some like a uniqueness in his ability to get hit. He isn't the one shot in the whole rooms of enemies. It's like trying to bring an interesting set that doesn't really fit the warframe theme nowadays, but the fact is there that his kit is kind of unique in a way. But the thing is, his kit doesn't really work that well in the warframe nowadays. You can do like decent, like as I said, DPS maybe, single target shoot, but every warframe that will just nuke the whole rooms is gonna just outshine him in this scenario. What's good about Loki, except decoy that can be on any frame on invisibility, because every warframe can have that too. Right now, especially with the sight. Especially with the sight, man. With the sight now, every warframe can be invisible, which is kind of interesting. Honestly, I've never really used Loki that much. On the other than this Nether Cell mission, and I decided to use the decoy build to complete it. Nether Corpus ship again, man, not again. Pretty much the only thing I can recall Loki was good. Since second dream where Stalker decapitated him. It made Stalker look cool. I mean, the good thing about Loki is that it's easy to get him, no? And in the past, a good thing about Loki was that his primed version was costing a fortune. Guys, do you remember back in the days Loki used to sell for like 700 plat, no? When he got vaulted. Man, give me that back. That was cool. That was cool. You could get quite amount of blood by selling his prime parts. And that was funny. Nowadays warframes are so cheap. It's insane. When I saw that those warframes that you can buy right now, that you can buy them for like 25 plat. I was literally an example of a Pikachu face in real time being looking like. How could it possibly be that warframe would cost you 25 plat? It's like insane. It's too cheap. It was good back in the day because Switch to... No, Loki also might have been good back in the days because back in the days warframes overall was not that strong. So also Loki would offer you a good amount of survivability. Plus, I do believe Loki back in the days was one of those warframes that could do so-called level cap in the survival, you know? Because while everyone would die from over-leveled enemies, Loki would survive because he was invisible. So in that way, Loki was also a good frame over there. Like I do remember some guys like were telling a story that the Loki was carrying them in the high-level survival missions because he could stay alive. Because otherwise you would get one-shotted by the opponents because the damage was unreal back then when we couldn't really build ourselves for the survivability that much. So like Loki back then was useful for that, I guess. Also, like if you needed to stay alive, no matter the cost. But right now it might be just a little bit outdated. That's just it. I mean, his 4 was good because you could take out stronger than enemies. But again, not our guard stops it. Now our guard stops it. I mean, at the same time, maybe it's fair. Maybe it's fair. Otherwise, that would be too OP. Same problem with the Limbo, man. The Limbo is just dying from those overguarded enemies if you are gonna be staying AFK. So, AFK enjoyers, goddammit, they get nerfed. And if you want to nuke rooms of enemies, you would rather grab a decent warframe instead of Limbo. So like his mod that adds up damage, it's like nothing in comparison to other warframes. Looking a bit outdated, streamer means he's in coffin and need revival. As basically any other old warframe. Bro, I've got Ivara system, but like not a sevagoth system. Like thanks. The game is kindly trolling me. Bro, I can't. No, it's not the day I'm gonna get the sevagoth. It seems like it's not the day. I'm tired of this activity. The biggest problem is that the rift is broken, because if they patched it some way, it will be too broken. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Outside of a rift, just stopping the enemies, it pretty much just doesn't do anything right now. They also could just revert this change that the Rift now disintegrates any projectiles that are inserted in the Rift, you know? Back in the days, as usual, Rift used to work like it would stop any projectile, and after the Rift would release, the projectiles would continue to travel. This was a fun mechanic, by the way. You could also cheese some bosses with that, because it also would slow your own projectiles. You can just press slide, and he can ignore any damage with zero energy cost. So I think it's fair. Excellent swings can hit him.
I assure you,
I do believe nullifiers also can get him out of the Rift.
gave her full authorization.
But also, he's not immune from the control abilities of those said Xmoses. Like, he can, if you are not using Prime Sure-Footed, you are still gonna be fucked in your Rift, which is kind of weird to me. Like, you are in other freaking dimension. Why the hell are you being controlled by your enemy from the Earth? Like it's insane. Like, why does it work like that? It doesn't make sense. At least to me. Event. Oh, wait, what? A new rewards? What the hell even is this? Operator and Drifter Dex suits? Wisp Dex skin? What the hell? And then you can put patch on it to be a thing. If only they would care about Limbo, that's for sure. Oh my god. Wait, the stream is already started or like what? No, it's not yet online. Weird. Assassination. Oh, this guy, it's actually kind of fast to complete. Well, they did give him buffs when they were working Oberon. I don't want to touch Limbo because again too broken. I mean, there's tons of broken warframes. Yeah, I think you can say. In a way. Like something tells me back in the days, every warframe used to serve one purpose. But nowadays, new warframes, they're just good at everything. So that's kind of the problem. Also, I don't like this damage attenuation stuff. Like, do we really have to fix the damage that players are doing? Do we really have to do this? That's insane that we've got to that point. They could progressively just add more HP to the targets, no? No, that would not make that much point, since we are doing too much damage after all. Broken thing is when you can't move it an inch, because if they're moved in one way, they are too overpowered and can AFK the game or too weak. Maybe they just don't care, honestly. Don't care about bounces. It's like I'm pretty sure there's not enough players, Limbo players, for them to like care about it. If that would be some kind of popular warframe, they would think. But something tells me in the first place Limbo was not selling well. Because those warframes that are selling well, you would care about, because you are releasing skins on them, and they, in fact, would bring you more money. But Limbo was not popular since the beginning. That also might be the problem. I was said it on Raid Dilemma. He can balance it. He can balance it. But everyone, bitch and mon if someone is nerfed. That's why they give up. I mean, yeah, seems like it's true. Like, there's always gonna be someone that is gonna complain. But you probably gotta do something for the community as a whole. It's always gonna be the case. Someone is always gonna be complaining. It's just the way it is. Survival. Man, I had survival missions. But at least now we have codes. Alright, when is the dev stream? It's supposed to be like in 4 minutes, no? Remember when game got to mostly negative when they nerfed all AoE weapons? Huh. I think I was not playing back then. Did that really happen? People were mad so far? To that extent? Really? After they removed self-damage? I do remember probably people were kinda mad when they nerfed Brahma, no? That was kinda OP. I'm not gonna lie. But right now you cannot do really much with the Brahma. Okay, as far as I can see, the stream is gonna be in an hour. And everyone's using the AoE meta. After nerf damage on every AoE weapons, and well, people got mad a lot. Ha! This is funny. If you consider that right now, we are basically going through absolutely the same thing, but with maybe warframes. Because like, there's so many warframes that can just nuke whole maps. So, should we expect some nerfs coming soon? They reverted damage to nerfs and just made magazines smaller. Huh. So that's what happened. But right now, it seems like they do not really need to nerf damage or the warframes, because once again, yes, they have damage attenuation. This thing fixes everything. Like absolutely everything. Especially considering that players won't even notice the effect. Kill Scalda troops. Scalda troops. I think a Misa should be okay with this task. This is fine that they have tried to nerf the damage, but in the end, we ended up being when we are still capable of doing millions of damage. When Pablo wanted for bosses to stay longer and have some damage reduction, people also got mad. What do you mean I need to hit him extra one time? Bruh, if only it would be extra one time. If only it would be extra one time. Like this damage attenuation formula that I've met playing the guild makes me to not want to play this game mode ever again. Because what the hell, bro? I've been trying so hard to make my miss do some freaking damage, and yet the damage is capped by this freaking damage attenuation. I felt disgusted. China specialist pissed and apparently said death threats. Huh. Gamers being gamers. Oh fuck no. Regular version of the epitaph also requires in the parts. That's fucked. Dude, but like I don't understand what's wrong with the players sending death threats to the developers. This is like what? It's just a game. Especially if you consider that it's a sandbox game, after all. Even if the damage is nerfed, like who even cares about this? It's not like we do have something to do in this game after we have completed the main game. This is weird. Like if you type in destination in YouTube right now, the videos are 6 months old. Complain that wanting to nerf damage feels fun. I mean, in a way, I think they're right. Warframe's damage and donations ruin your fun, and here's why. I mean, yeah, like in a way, they're right. They should have came up with a different method. Like see, damage attenuation is like the cheapest trick they could pull off from their sleeve. It's like a last resort. It looks like. I'm pretty sure they could figure something out with damage. But at the same time, man, this game went too far with the damage in the first place. Maybe they should have controlled the damage better earlier. Bro, I should freaking turn my shader filter back on because the map is a little bit too bright. Damage animation won't even notice. Won't even notice. Bro, won't even notice. Of course, man, of course. We won't even notice. We won't even notice doing 0 damage. I mean, it's not one more extra hit, like it's not. Especially considering that it calculates your DPS. Option. Okay, it's kinda hard to watch the map. He wasn't doing 0 damage. I almost killed it. Yeah, I had a super status build. Ah. I mean, at the same time, if a guy just complained about the damage attenuation, if he needed just 1 extra hit, that's like another thing that would be kinda weird to complain about that. But like, I think that the damage attenuation hit me quite hard in the guild. Honestly, I don't really see a big reason to to add the hard cap to the bosses. It might, in fact, yeah, make it less fun. Like, imagine you would play with a status weapon, and then you realize the boss is not taking more than 4 status effects on him at once. And I just noticed that when I was playing. I was like, what the hell? What do you mean? My status is useless. Dude, this mission is fucked. There's not enough enemies because I launched normal mode. I forgot. Dude, I always forget to do these challenges in the Hex. In the Steel Path version. One guy in comments. 1k plot ribbon for meta gun. I was worthless. Thanks D. Haha. Welcome. Welcome. First time there. I'm saying to my Alanka Riven. I wish I could sell it back in the days. So right now it's just a garbage. Though funny enough that pretty much every weapon, every Riven is gonna be outdated once a new weapon is gonna drop out and be better than the last one. Honestly, the Riven market is kind of wild. I don't believe that people are buying those Riven for like this amount of money. It's just insane. That's it's under the video they posted. Hello. I mean, complaining about the platinum, it's funny. Anyway, they kind of have a thing to say that the game is still in the beta, so like, yeah, the stuff might change. So players should be kind of ready. Oh, dude, Steel Path. I like it, man. Instantly, almost completed the challenge. 100 kills, just like that. I think it's stupid that what people push so Riven Silvers can lock in stats on weapons. Equivalent roll damage and you can keep damage on shot and you roll stats. You know, that would be wise. But that also would mean that there would be much more Rivens for sale. Like it would make the rolls easier if you could like keep the stats. It's like unknown how it would affect the market overall. It's unknown, but at the same time, a lot of new players would most likely be engaged with the Riven farm activity. Because right now, almost no one cares about the Rivens, if you think about it. The worst part about the Rivens is to find the weapon you want to roll. As of right now, and this stupid mechanic about capping the amount of Riven you can get. Man, do we really need 60 plat just for 3 Riven slots? That's wild. This is the real cap right now, at least for me. Destroy containers. Oh, nice. The task for a limbo. For example, Henry with viral innate multi-shot and let's say plus zoom. You keep all of it and the only thing you roll with cool is numbers. Ah, so that's what you mean. It would be interesting mechanic. I also thought about the possibility you could have, I mean, that you would be able to lock one of the stats and keep rolling the others. So like, for example, if you would get a hit, damage modifier, you could lock this hit and so you would be able to roll other stats. Like that could be a possibility too. But anyway, like Ravens, they're supposed to be an end-game activity after all. So like balancing them out, it's always a pain too, from developer standpoint, because like they do want the Kuva to be used in large amounts. I mean, Ravens are only here because people wanted balance for starting weapons, so they given a band-aid. Honestly, Ravens, they were kinda nerfed with an introduction of this system. How it's called? Let me catch moon. Let me remember how it was called. Yeah, Riven disposition. Man, I hate this shit. Like, do you really? Saying that my Riven right now it's just useless because like developers just decided to like nerf it. Dude, I wish there was no such thing as a Riven disposition. Like, I think it hurts the Riven market too much. They did that because people meta it on late game weapons, bro. I mean, the funniest part is that people still deliver tons of damage even without revents. So that's like really weird decision from them. We are still being able to do millions of damage. Like, if we are gonna slap another Riven, that's like not gonna do anything that much. Late game guns are not like Viper. Bro, that's not only late game guns. Like, for example, even my Catchmoon got pretty much nerfed, although it's not a late game gun. Sometimes they also do forget about like bringing the Riven disposition back, especially considering that the weapon's not the meta anymore. Probably they just don't have a person that would watch for like meta weapons. No one cares about Rivens if they are not breaking the game, you know. If they are breaking the game, then they're gonna nerf it. Buffing the Riven? I think no. It's not what we want. Try to do anything on Viper. Have like 10% damage chance, at least it's secondary, so you can access terrible crit damage. Viper is a hex weapon, as far as I remember, no? Haven't yet really played those weapons, although I have crafted a lot of them. Okay, try to reset the mission. Viper. I think I might have this weapon. Although there's so much weapons in the game. Oh no. I don't have it. Ah, early game, grenade gun? Huh. Still, like, there's so much damage in the game that nerfing anything feels like useless activity. One way or another, we are gonna get the damage anyway. So, like, maybe some guys were right in a way that let the players have fun. Like, maybe that's the right decision. Breath version. Ha. By the way, breath weapons exist. %, crit chance. What's those chance? Yeah, doesn't look good. Although base weapons usually don't have a good stats anyway. Pretty much sure you can make any weapon OP nowadays. Dude, like, nowadays it's not even the weapon itself, it's probably the arcanes you put in it. That's what makes the big difference. Because those arcanes that they're cooking with, it's make the meta. By the way, it was funny to discover that many weapons that I have decided to delete, so they were basically useless back in the days, they became an incarnate, and now they are the meta. That's funny. I do remember I threw away my Bushton Prime because I thought I'm not gonna be using it like anyway, because like let's be real, this weapon was shit. But then we are returning to the game, and what do we see? A Bushton randomly became almost the best weapon in this game. What? Funny mechanic, funny mechanic. Okay, I'm lost. I need only like 40 more containers to break. But speaking of incarnates, I think that's kind of a miss for them to lock it only in that way, so the charge is gonna be fulfilled only when you are hitting stuff in their weak point. By the way, I was kind of disgusted to know that Banshee locator doesn't work with incarnates in a way that you cannot charge your incarnate, despite the ability says that you are gonna expose the enemy's weak points. Dudes, that was so sad that when I realized that incarnate doesn't give a shit about the Banshee's abilities weak points. That was not nice. I thought I'm the smartest kid in the room, you know, when I decided to make it work, only to discover that it doesn't work. That's a early game warframe. That, by the way, also does tons of damage if you mod it properly in the late game. Which is weird. Pablo told her I fake. Yeah. I could feel it on my skin. I could feel it. And at the same time, I don't get the logic why they also called it the Torrid Incarnon in such a way that you don't need to strike in the weak point of the enemy if the main silent point of the Incarnon that you gotta charge it hitting the weak point. That was weird. Back in the day, they could not put it to code, so they just fake it. I think they would not care to rework it. The most meta of meta. I mean, I have heard that Third Incarnate is good for like early late game. There are far more useful in canons if you like want to go for the end game. Like the third incarnon is kind of fallen off. If they're gonna rework it, they're gonna rework entire warframe. And then we are gonna get to the stage when they are reworking warframes. Which means, Amber, are we gonna get reworked? And I wish I could play this warframe. No. I wish this warframe would be playable. So I could enjoy my heirloom. I wish. I kinda excited that Misa is gonna get her heirloom, but at the same time, her heirloom is kinda meh. As far as I have seen it. Especially with those horns. That was kinda, I don't know, level. Them a statue that changed colors in real life. Only in 2025. Wait, what? What statue is that? In real life? Wait, what? I mean, I could not see the statue because, yeah, I wasn't watching the Warframe back then. They probably have showed it to the public. Gotta Google it a little bit later. Right, it's about like 40 minutes until the dev stream. I think I'm gonna be going for a bit, going out, making a dinner and such. So like probably gonna be GG for now. Just type Ember Heirloom, Tenacon 2025. Oh. $2075. Right, let's see. Huh. This is a real life statue? Because it looked like it was in game. Honestly, I have expected more. But it is what it is. Yeah, I have expected more. I thought, yeah, I expected more. I thought it's like gonna be something like a something like made with a glass, you know. But it looked like it was made of a plastic. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at different angles a little bit later. You know, typical stuff. Typical. Anyway, I think for now I'm gonna be going out. So like, yeah, GG's. Thanks for being there. Thanks for discussing Loki. And see you another time. Gonna be gooning to the Ember statue. Seems like nothing we can do. So yeah, GG.